welcome back to BattleTech, where we're about to participate in the War Council with Lady Contrella. As a slight political reminder, we're currently supporting Lady Arano in her bid to, take back her throne of the what was the actual previous name from that? Damn it. Well, there goes that plan. Let's take a look at reputation. Actually can't see it here. To take back our throne, let's maybe we can take a look at the star map instead. It's probably gonna tell us that. What was these guys? The Oregons, right? The Oregon coalition. I think there was a coalition before, not sure, but the Oregon whatever. However, recently after we gained some ground, we tried to push through to this little place, Archu, on the border to the Taurians, to the Taurian Concordat here, and then they entered the war, probably having an alliance with the Oregon Directorate that's being led by our dear lady's uncle, and up until recently also her cousin had a pretty high-ranking position. Right now she's being detained, I hope. In any event, so these guys started to support them, which is bad, However, since the entire thing was originally inspired by something that the Majesty of Canopus wanted, the leader of them will probably have something to say about that. If I had to make a guess, they are the Federated Sons over here. They have a very strong animosity with the Taurians for multiple reasons. Actually, it's a little bit weird because both of their societies are actually pretty much the same, but they try to take them over and they value their freedom a lot. So they try to do something against that. But it is my estimation that if you were to ask them to, support the war effort by drawing their forces away from us, they might go in there and help. But I didn't envision this war council, so let's see how that goes, right? Let's take a look at it.
And I promise you that our forces are maintaining a firm upper hand against this false restoration, thanks in part to the support of our newfound allies in the Taurian Concordat. Just today, those allies, led by the heroic Commodore Samuel Austin, liberated my own daughter, Victoria, from insurgent captivity. And though the fight was hard, our new friends won the day through the strength of their courage and the virtue of their purpose. Soon, we will end this war. And when we do, we will turn our attention back to the expansion of our industry and the betterment of our people. Long live the Taurian Concordat, and long live the Oregon Directorate!
Well, so much about Victoria being imprisoned. Oh well. I was pretty certain that we'd eventually have to fight her again. Anna Maria, summoned here to discuss the long-term strategy, but we have a crisis to address. You've seen my uncle's broadcast. Well, also got to Lord Corosas. What the soldiers are still doing to the people of Smithen. I am honor bound to ride to their defense. Gimme, you got much bigger things to worry about than Smithen. I won't mince words. Your cause is very nearly lost. Only a small fraction of your fleet, the Taurians have you dramatically outgunned. Given the chance, the barrier alone could break your army in two. So why are the Taurians fighting for the Directorate? Do you have any concrete answers? You're looking for proof? I can't help you, but I can tell what I think is behind all of this Perdition massacre. Chemical attack on the Taurian border system of Perdition that claimed 11,000 civilian lives. Dr. Thomas Calderon was quick to blame his neighbors and rivals, the Federated Sons, for the attack. The Perdition massacre is the latest in a long string of diplomatic incidents that have raised tensions between the Federated Sons and the Taurian Concordat to a boiling point. So you think that Espinosa offered them his support against the Federated Suns? Is that what you're getting at? In a manner of speaking, yes. Protector Calderon believes that a Davian invasion of the Tron Concordat is imminent. In the Directorate, he sees a convenient pawn, and a buffer to protect the poorly defended stretch of the Concordat's border. The Directorate's weapons have been coming from Tron Concordat. I imagine that they have had secret agreement in place for some time. Yeah, that totally makes sense. But I'm with the Directorate, Calderon would be fortifying his own border against invasion. Espinosa learned about Castle Nautilus. He must have used it as a bargaining chip to get the Turians into war on his side. In a limited intervention, but yes. Calderon would have leaped at the chance to claim an SLDF armory. With a major war imminent, to capture fully stocked outpost castle could have provided Turians with tremendous advantage. We destroyed the armor and killed their soldiers, and apparently destroyed one of their dropships on Anvil. I suspect the approach to the Turkic quarter have only just begun. Well, we fought against the Turians on our truth, so we know what we're up against, so let's talk about how we're gonna win this. Enough for direct confrontation. If you let Ostergaard bait you into attacking him on Smithen, you will die, as will Lady Arano. This isn't hyperbole, Camilla. You will die if you take the field against him, and your restoration will perish with you. What do you counsel me to do then? Nothing? Would you have me sit on my hands while a Turian butcher murders the people I've sworn to protect? I would advise you lead your army wisely and stay out of battles you cannot win. Camilla, listen to me. There's still hope, but you won't find it in the battlefield. The alliance between the Turians and the Directors is tenuous, far more than they would have you believe. Dr. Calderon knows what kind of man your uncle is. We could turn allies into enemies if we play our cards right. If that's true, why would he join forces with Espinosa in the first place? His nation is teetering on the brink of war with the Federated Suns, Commander, and for all the Concordat's bravado, it would certainly lose such a conflict. Given the circumstances, it is really so surprising that he'd accept an offer of friendship. If open warfare does erupt, he's going to need all the help he can get. As I said, I'm sure that we can turn this situation to our advantage. Even as we speak, my agents are digging for information that will open a rift between our enemies, and I'm confident that they will find it. But Camilla, none of this will mean anything if you let Ostergaard goad you into suicidal charge. So I beg you, ignore him. Stay away. You can't do that, Lady Controller. You'd been here before we liberated the system. You'd seen the things we've seen. You'd know better than to ask. I appreciate advice, Anna Maria, but if I were to follow, the Oregon people would lose faith in me, and they'd be right to do so. I owe it to them to be better than that, and so I will fight, but not in the way that our enemies expect. Tell me what you mean? Ostergaard expects me to deploy my army against his forces on Smithen, to lead them from the front, as I have in our battles with the Directorate. You convince me that this is a risk I cannot take. And so, if he expects me to come at him with a hammer, we'll use a scalpel instead. I trust that your company is up to the task? A company alone against the Turian assault force? It's gonna be an adventure, I guess. That it will, and I'll be guiding you on comms every step of the way. You have my answer, Anna Maria. I won't take the field myself, and I won't redirect my army. I'll be damned if I let Ostergaard's troops slaughter my people without a fight. Mercenaries have been one of your key advantages in this war, Camilla. By doing this, you're putting them at grave risk. But if your heart is set on returning to Smithen, I'm proud to stop you. Said I wish you good luck and take my leave. I'll be in touch with my agents no more, but please, Camilla, stay safe. I don't know what I can to stabilize the Reach without you. I won't let Ostergaard kill me, Anna Maria, I promise. So we can follow up with that immediately, I guess. Oh joy. Well then let's travel to Smithen, I guess. If I'd known that we would travel further, I would have done things in the mech lab in the mech lab differently. Never mind. We're just gonna keep at it.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Yay. Okay, let's build some more upgrades. I think we could build another recreation facility. Improved library, sure.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
I already do that? I feel like I already did that at some point, but apparently I did not. Anyway, so we're gonna travel on to Smithen. A few things have changed since you last time watched this. I've been doing a few side contracts, nothing too interesting to be honest. However, I was noticing something during those battles. Most importantly, that while the new Highlander that that we have, and given the weapons layout that I was using it with, was a really decent killing machine. Most of our turns kind of escalated to the point where the rest of our people was trying to create an opening so that my character in the back could, you know, make an aim shot at a weak enemy and just call the center torso, which worked reasonably well, no doubt about that. However, a lot of the battles now started to involve, you know, 2 lances on a pretty regular basis, and not just, you know, a few vehicles or light mechs, but lances basically full of heavy mechs in quite a few occasions. And against these enemies,
Upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
the Thunderbolt and the Shadowhawk that were kind of trying to keep the enemy away from our long range and actual high DPS attackers in the back were kind of very hard pressed to just hold the front line in a way. So I was wondering if I could change something about that, and I kind of thought about, you know, that Shadowhawk. We've basically had it piloted since our very first missions 2.25. Jesus. And we got the money, and I'm pretty sure that the contract we just signed will give us quite a bit more money, to be honest. Or 1.4. So I guess we can afford it, but Jesus. It's at the Gamma Port, I guess.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
Anyway, so I basically completely scrapped the Highlander in order to replace it functionally, in order for it to fulfill the similar function to what the Shadowhawk did before, which was, you know, be a flexible part of the front line, but being able to really dish out a lot of damage if enemies allowed it to get up close. So our layout has changed a little bit. Medusa is piloting the Highlander, so he's kind of skirting around the edges of melee combat and piloting that. Behemoth can get back into the Thunderbolt, and then I finally ran into another Orion, and with that managed to at least complete the Orion K variant, which I kind of outfitted to be a missile boat, and it also carries the Gauss rifle that the Highlander had. I didn't want to really let the Gauss rifle, you know, just sit around in our mech bay because it's a really powerful weapon, and we only have one of it, and we couldn't really buy another one, so I'd rather like to use it too. So I've fitted it onto the Orion. You can take a quick look at it here. Basically, it has the Gauss rifle in the right torso and a couple of LRM launchers, so it can still do what Highlander design did, but on a slightly smaller scale. I mean, it has a lot of it has a lot less LRMs because it cannot quite carry as much as the Highlander, sure. But at least we don't have the issue of our front line dying and our heaviest armored mech with like 15 tons of armor just sitting in the back, not getting shot at all, while people in the front are, you know, dying. So I think this is a better solution after all. Anyway, let's move on. I also managed to remove a few of the heat sinks from the Highlander. It came with a lot of double heat sinks, and apparently here you can just mix and match double and single heat sinks as much as you like, which the catapult benefited a lot from, because a lot of that weight was into heat sinks to try and cool down the double PPCs, which was still not working really well. But with double heat sinks thrown in there, it actually does a better job at it. So everything just works a little bit better now. We don't have one, you know, really great mech, but we can work well together as a team, and I think that's what really counts, to be honest. Alright, in the wake of Commodore Ostergaard's initial attack, Taurian BattleMechs have continued to wreak havoc on the general population. We have dropships en route to evacuate as many refugees as they can carry. but the Taurians would target them if they get the chance. I need to deny them that opportunity. Also got we're putting this anywhere but the reach. The whole inner sphere would be screaming about war crimes. Can't let the Taurians get away with what they're doing here, Commander. Punish them for it. Well, that's one of the reasons why we do that. The spaceport in front of you is packed wall to wall with civilians, most of them refugees from the capital. The Taurians, I'll really be hard pressed to not call them Turians, but Taurians have been targeting them with, as enemy combatants. I need your help to keep these people safe until we can evac them to safety. We have 3 of the late Lord Carosa's dropships en route to assist with the evacuation. The captain of each vessel will call in on approach. Shepard 1 will be heading for docking pad Alpha. Shepard 2 is set to dock at pad Charlie. And Shepard 3 is heading for pad Bravo. You need to keep the enemy's eyes on you and away from the docking pods. Above all, you need to keep them firing. You need to keep them from firing on the docking pad's fuel reservoirs while the dropships are being loaded. Any hostiles that you fail to engage will almost certainly target the fuel tanks. If they manage to take it one out, the resulting explosion will wipe out nearly everything nearby. Dropships, refugees, you name it. You can see a fuel tank's estimated blast radius in red on your screen.
Good luck, Commander. The Taurians aren't going to make this easy. Protect our ships. Help them get our people home safe.
Right. I'm gonna wait. No real reason to attack right now. Let's just see what happens. We might be using multi-shot from our buddies to reduce that generous evasion before engaging it with our heavy weapons. So let's just see what happens. Also, apparently we have tanks supporting us. But that general needs to die ASAP because he kind of has eyes on that on those fuel tanks, so it's not like I can wait forever to deal with it. I'm not sure about that Thunderbolt if he already has eyes on this, but we should probably also try to kill it before it gets to again. If we can somehow manage to do that, that is. In any event, let's start.
Good to go.
Can you get eyes on both these guys? Apparently not. Well, then just one guy will have to do, I guess.
Standing by.
You though.
I copy.
We don't really need to start heating up our mech, to be honest.
Firing.
As long as you keep attacking those hostiles, they won't be able to focus on the fuel tanks. Keep pressuring them, Commander. Well, I'm not gonna believe that just like that. I had an escort mission recently where the enemy was just appearing right next to the transport and just kept ignoring me even though I kind of shot them down, so I'll believe it when I see it.
I hear ya.
Anyway. And go next.
Got it.
Alright. Don't really need that firepower. We're still gonna wait. I could lob some missiles at that Thunderbolt if I have to. Let's see if Medusa can just help kill that Jenner by himself. Oh, there's a battle master coming too. Fun.
Orders.
Alright. Thanks to the jump jets, the Islander is pretty maneuverable. And even if we use the jump jets a couple of times, it's still rather maneuverable. So I think we don't really need it here, to be honest. Just far from here.
Move into position.
Let's not use the AC yet. We'll be fine without it if we manage to hit the center. Let's actually make a precision strike on that. To increase our chances.
Let's go.
Alright, there it goes.
One less target.
I'm not sure what the turrets are doing. Oh, they make a sensor lock. Interesting, because since I don't have to worry about that Jenner, I can, you know, do other things with the LRMs at least. And right now the Panther kind of is standing out in the open. Let's get started on that one.
Engaging target.
Who the hell was firing and where did the shot go? Shabu 1 is incoming. Full burn approach. Destination Pad Alpha. Got enemy flankers incoming. Engage them before they take out our dropships.
Concentrate all fire on those dropships. Take them out, or you'll have Oster.
So there was talk about flankers approaching. So do I need to worry about getting attacked from here, you know? Because that would totally annoying. The Thunderbolt is about to move, but I'll not kill it probably, unless I, you know, make a random headshot to its cockpit, which I doubt. Could present a different target, but that is kind of everything. But that's kind of it. What about those flankers, though? Let's go here just so that we can get more of that area into our, you know, sensors. Something's going on there, and we might need to react. Yeah. It. Could have brought light mechs. Apparently. Too late. So I want to finish off that Panther. Even though we didn't hit the center before, I think we have a pretty decent chance with ball shot and everything. Let's get to it.
All weapons committed. Enemy destroyed.
Did that just move and not do anything at all? I mean, it's possible that he went and tried to get a sensor lock on something, but
What's up, boss?
nothing really happened. So now the question is, how do we get someone over there? And whom are we gonna get over there? Highlander's probably in the best position to just run or jump jet through here. We'll have to put some measure of defense in there. If he gains eyes on whatever that target is, we're also going to be able to do support with indirect fire, obviously, but damn, why do we have an open side just exposed to attacks like this? Why is there no fucking wall here or something, you know? Have such a nice defense here. And then there's a stupid opening back there. God. Anyway. We get into better position with jump jets. Doesn't look like it. Gonna sprint here.
Affirmative.
I suppose we'll probably get a similar problem at the other dropship locations later. Like this also has a space here that might be assaulted. This one doesn't, but well, maybe from here, but less likely.
What can I do for you?
Not see anything. Jesus. Let's see and wait, and maybe that battlemaster moves towards us so we can at least shoot at it. Because you don't really need to run in there.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Well, kinda. Well.
Coordinates received. Tell me what to shoot.
Didn't hit at all? Alright. I could have waited, I guess.
Yes, Commander.
So I'm afraid you need to run in here. You can go here. Do you see that guy? Not yet.
On the move.
Ah. Maybe one of the turrets can sensor lock that light mech that's incoming. I would really appreciate that. Shepard 2 is incoming. Full-blown approach. Destination Pat Charlie. More hostiles incoming. Keep their focus on you and away from those dropships. Are you fucking kidding me?
Honor, for liberty, and for the Torian conquered it.
Barely getting hold on this situation in the front here, and now we have to also prepare that something comes in over there. Seriously? Yeah, I'm fully aware of that, thank you. Only so much I can do about random hostiles just appearing out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, of course there's a spider there too. And another light mech there too. How the frick am I supposed to save all of these guys? There's no way I can do that. I mean, if I had timed my shots better, maybe I could have downed another light mech here, but there's still like a heavy and assault mech staring us down here. And now we also have to deal with that and this at the same time. Anyway. It doesn't really matter yet if we expose ourselves. From this vantage point you can kinda see everything. I'm gonna take it. Even then, I'm not entirely certain if even with a targeted shot at the center that I'm gonna take out that spider. But we'll have to try. Not like we have any time to wait.
All weapons emitted.
If that Goss hadn't had hit, then, you know, we probably wouldn't have been able to make that one, but... What are you shooting at?
Receiving you.
Want to make a melee attack out of that, or... He is kind of showing us his left leg, which sadly is not the one that was already damaged, but... I'm not just gonna attack it. Oh, attack. I said attack. Thank you. Click on attack. I want to attack, not melee. Let's just unload.
On it. Think I hit something good.
You couldn't just go over there.
Waiting for orders.
So you could go over there, get eyes on that guy and start shooting at it. Maybe he'll get the message. I don't know. Kind of the only thing we can do at the moment, so... If you want to have any chance at doing something over here. Only gonna fire with this PPC. We're pretty unlikely to kill him even if we fire with both of them, especially since he also has guarded, so we're only gonna make 50% with a single shot. We are kind of ignoring that though. Maybe... No, that's not enough either. Attacking it also doesn't work. Where does it have to have its lasers? Jump jets? Jump jets, they're necessary. Yeah, there's no way. Well, we can get started on that leg, I guess.
Time to die.
I take no pleasure in this, Lady Arano, but we're under orders. You can end this by surrendering to Commodore Ostergaard. Until you do, your people will suffer for you.
Seriously, you can't reach it from here. Okay, jump jets, thank you. It's on the extreme range though. I get much better.
Engaging jump jets.
We're gonna try everything here. Just getting his attention would be enough. At least someone is shooting that spider too. Appreciate that. Chapter 2 has arrived. The ship will want payload is secure, we're preparing for launch. Yeah, but they still need to launch too. Come on. Yeah, fight me. Thank you. Not sure what we're gonna do about that General though. Maybe Lich has eyes on both of them and can just, you know, space out her shots to hit both. Currently, if you hit them once, they kind of start attacking you, but would be a pretty great shot that she'll have to make somehow. Anyway, or I could try and hit the spider again. That commando has already moved. I'm not really too worried about that commando at the moment. I should be worried about that Thunderbolt, but it has to stand up and everything. It might have a shot at this, but it's like getting swamped by everyone. And there's other people close by that can maybe take a shot at it. So let's maybe try and kill off that spider. Aiming for the left torso might just kill the entire mech after the damage goes through the center. But if we like it, you know, it has other issues too. But we're gonna aim for the left torso this time.
Engaging target.
Nope. What are you up to? Alright.
Ready for orders.
So we want to kick that guy when he's down, you know? Where do we want to kick it though? Center won't do enough. Death from above might do enough if we hit the center. But that's an if, you know? Would be fun. I mean, we do need to get something going here. So let's try that. I don't think she can kill anything with the weaponry she has. Unless she accidentally hits the head, so let's do death from above for funsies. Oh, where are we gonna do it from now? From back here? Should be closest to the center torso, so.
Here we go.
Was that the center torso? And those machine guns didn't do anything either. Anyway.
What can I do for you?
So, would you mind keeping that Jenna busy? Yes, please. Don't see any keys. Right. Moving then.
Commander, moving out.
So we're gonna use the accurate PPC on the Jenner to ignore his guarded and the rest on the spider. Unlikely that we're gonna hit much or do any significant damage, but you know, it's the thought that counts. I wanna target that Jenner. You don't see the Jenner because it's behind the spider? Seriously? Alright. Sick. Then you're just gonna unload on that spider, I guess. With everything you got. Right?
Bang! You're dead!
So that thunderbolt is rising again. Seems like it doesn't like the turrets.
Yeah.
I don't really think we need the evasion actually. Let's just casually walk to him and try to gun him down.
On it.
Is AC though this time? Just everything else. And we're standing on his right side, wondering. Could try and leg him. But since we're standing on his left side anyway, it's a pretty decent chance that we're going to do that even if we don't particularly aim for it, so
Taking the shot.
we're just gonna take it. Machine gun's doing work. Well, it's at least it's the turrets and not you know the fuel tanks. So thank you very much for shooting that Jenner. Leopard 1 is away. Leopard 3 is incoming. Full burn approach. Destination pad Bravo. Leopard 2 here. We'll get a hold full of civvies and we're prepping for lunch. Launch, not lunch. Launch. I'm sick, I'm sorry. Not quite enough. I'm not sure that was a good choice to multi-target because he might just have killed off that turret if he focused on one. Not sure.
Warning. Armor low.
Medusa will finish off that commando, so even though it just poked my back, I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm gonna try to finish off that catapult actually. Why not? That's Vision Strike. Precision Strike is centered towards now. If the Gauss Rifle connects, we have a pretty decent chance of killing him, of just outright killing him. Maybe I could also try and just hit the leg, but we're fine.
All weapons committed.
Shot. That didn't quite kill him. But that striker got the right idea apparently. So it has just 8 points in the center. It's actually sad, to be honest. I'll move. Moving was fine. Move back from the multi-target.
On the move.
So the large laser goes to the Thunderbolt. And I think I'm also going to throw in at least 1, probably 2 of the medium lasers for good measure.
Firing on multiple enemies.
Oh, that didn't quite hit the right target. Apparently the one of the mediums did though.
One less target.
Alright.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Glitch, how about a melee attack on that Jenner? You need to cool off anyway. So let's just give him something to think about. You're not gonna kill him, but you're gonna breach the center torso if you hit it. Well. Could also try and go for the close combat PPC shot. Precision striker might actually have a decent chance to hit something, but we do have the morale, so I'm actually gonna do that, but not fire that one.
Here we go.
There was a lot of firepower that just went into the turret that was almost dead. So, thank you, man. You're an idiot, but thank you.
What do you need?
So, would you mind killing that commando? Just continue. The side is almost gone. Just fire everything. I think I actually need the medium lasers. Let's cool off a little bit. I mean, not cool off, but not generate more heat than we already have. Yeah, the AC already killed it. It's okay, it's okay. It's already dead. Thank you. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Not many turrets left though. Chapter 2 is away. Chapter 3 has arrived. Alright, I think most enemies are pretty busy. So 2/3 of the enemies are already dead apparently. That also helps. So I think now we can just chill and mop up the rest. That center is pretty open. I'll take it, I guess. Yeah, I'll take it. Wait, is that Battlemaster totally overheated? No. I've had it happen once that an enemy unit was so much overheated that it was just completely standing still. I believe if you fill up all this all of this indicator, then you actually have a full heat shutdown, at which point you can just do cold shots, which he's really good at because he has high tactics. But we're not there, so let's take care of that Jenner. I don't think we need cold shots for it. Would make killing it like a certainty, and we have the morale anyway, so let's not the battle master, damn it. Doesn't matter, with the damage bleed through, we're just gonna kill it.
All weapons committed.
And we get some morale back at the end of because we killed an enemy mech anyway, so it's okay. Morale is still like really high. But that vehicle didn't. that vehicle couldn't take it anymore. Shame. So where are our two enemies? We had like one general somewhere, right? What the hell was that? What? Oh, it went up there.
Good to go.
Alright. Want to get started on that Battle Master, or want to finish off that Jenner? Or it does anything? Let's try and finish off that Jenner first so we can take our time dismantling the Battle Master. I think I already have one piece of a Battle Master, so if I manage to leg it and get two pieces, then we might just be able to get a full new assault mech. Which I wouldn't mind. Go on that. We have aim shots, so we could probably do this instead. Facing you sideways again. She doesn't have quite as great chances. Like if Strider makes a cold shot on something that he's already facing sideways, then we have like 70 or 80% here. He's not quite as good at it. Let's still go for the center torso, even though it's only 9%, I guess, right? Maybe facing sideways. That on purpose, right? Hope so.
Affirmative. Let's get this done, folks.
Alright, so that also gone too. There's nothing protecting the center anymore. I guess Glitch could kill it off.
Waiting for orders.
And cool down in the process a little bit.
On my way.
Because we probably don't need a full arsenal to take care of that Jenner. No, not with 70%. So we need 53. That's... this is kind of risky. Still need the PPC to hit anyway. Want need to cool down a little bit so we can focus on that Battle Master next turn. Well, let's make sure that it dies.
Did you see that? Did you see it?
Yeah, he probably just decides to chill. He has a lot of heat to lose. Alright.
Commander.
Can you get into position to already shoot at it? No. That's Shame. Guess we need to sprint then.
It's double time. Let's go.
Gives us a chance to lose some of our heat too, so not that unhappy with it. Might be challenged to down the legs of that thing while we also have turrets shooting at it. The ship at 3, we have the last of the refugees. Buys another few minutes and we'll get out of here. Yeah, I think we're almost done here. Anywhere we can get a clear shot. It's not particularly clear. I guess it's good enough. That leg is almost finished. Oh, I mean, with the armor. And he has no way of getting side of that thing, so I'm gonna try and take it from here. He is pretty good at making targeted shots, so I'd rather have him do something than the other guys, even though he has heat issues. And as a result, we're probably not gonna use those medium lasers. Let's try and go for the leg. Out of 10%, he makes 66%. I like it.
Engaging target.
Didn't quite get it though.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
One tank survived. Oh, good shot on the leg there. He could have gotten more on the leg. I would have appreciated it. Why do you not see him from there? That leg doesn't have much going for it, but it has a little bit.
I hear ya.
I'd rather have you handle that, you know? Targeted shot.
Waiting for orders.
Behemoth can try and do something about it, but... Oh, let's not use call shot. We're not likely to kill it yet. Fire.
Roger that.
If anything hits the leg, I'd definitely like it, but nope.
Hot damn.
Pretty much anything but the leg.
Good to go.
It's in such a weird position. Acting his right leg, as if he was foreseeing that I might want to try and shoot his right leg. $55. We don't have great chances here. Not do that. Medusa might be able to get into a position where he has the left angle and might be able to finish off the other leg instead. So let's just regularly attack here. See what happens. Or we can do this one now. Don't need the additional precision. I think that this one has additional precision and crit chance, so it's often better when you need to a hit to connect at all. This one has slightly more damage.
Yep.
Apparently he wants to be remembered for trying to take out that one turret. Yes, you can get on that side. Ah, fuck. Alright, since we're facing his left, we should have a pretty decent shot at it. It still has pretty much full armor though, but if we alpha it, maybe
Roger.
we'll get it to work. That's 100 damage already. Good job. Good job.
Solid connection on that one.
Edge, that's a choice. Chapter 3 is away. Well, we managed to save everyone after all. So, how do we kill the other leg without killing the rest in the process? Center has 100 something. That only needs 55. Okay. Boss rifle could do it. The medium layers together couldn't do it. But they might help. Yeah. Let's LRMs decide this.
Engaging target.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ghost rifle?
Enemy mech.
I know, I wanted to have you back in the group. That's enough of them. Good job, Commander. If it wasn't for your lands, all those refugees would have died here today. Mercenary fought well, Lady Arana, but no, this has only just begun. None of us can return home until you have either been captured or killed. And for every Taurian mech that you destroy, 10 more will rise to take its place. And we'll defeat them, Commander, just as we defeated you.
Mission successful.
So we destroyed 9 mechs here, so now there's 90 more mechs that we have to fight? Okay. Yeah, you got a pay raise increase. We don't have any damage. But we got a couple of kills. Well, except Behemoth. She only got 1. It'd also probably be the first one that I'd replace the mech with something like this guy, maybe. No, it has 20 tons more than what she has at the moment. Now we have 2 pieces to finish it up. I'm not sure if I can make it like a brawler type-ish mech of it. Actually, stock roller is supposed to be heavy brawler, close assault. That works perfectly with what I had in mind for it. You already have a couple of comm system. They have really helped to keep our morale up and to enable us to make hot shots pretty often. I don't think I need more though, because you can only install one of it per mech, and it takes up a cockpit slot, which in 2 of my mechs is already occupied with you know, that improved mech chassis, so that people don't get injured, so that they don't have to spend so much in the infirmary. I'm still gonna take one of that, and then I'll take another piece of a thunderbolt. Alright, got our second assault. I would hand it in a heartbeat to get the Atlas 2 that we had in the last main mission, you know, but she's probably not gonna give that one to me. The path forward. You've done it, Commander. You faced off against a Taurian war machine and forced it to retreat. And if they can be driven out of one system, they can be driven from another. The actions today have restored hope to the Regan people. Know it. Believe it. Well, that's good. Hope can keep people going when they've got nothing else. There are plenty of examples of that on the frontier. That old man really rubbed off on you. Those may have well been his words. I know he'd agree with that sentiment. I'm proud to fight by your side. Hope that you're ready to pay for more of our brand of heroism in the near future, Lady Rano. We didn't destroy the Taurians, we only inconvenienced them. They attacked Smithon to get to you. There's nothing stopping them from doing it again someplace else. And we're ready when they do. Me on the comms, you on the battlefield. Together we must do whatever we must to defend the restoration. Alright. We will. This company will be with you until the end. I know it. I know that, and you will know my appreciation when our campaign is done. Later on, receiving an encoded hyperpulse transmission must be a message from Lady Controller. Hang on a second, I'll put it on the screen. Come here, I have news for you, both good and bad. We'll start with the good. The agents have established contact with a number of House Gallas, the ruling family of Eitrum. They served as Espinosa in the early days of the Directorate, but have fallen since into disfavor. Lady Gallas claims to have information that would prove extremely damaging to your uncle. The Lucifer family once held the Directorate's power structure gives her words weight. Her house's downfall gives her motive. Another bad news. Lady Gallas has been taken prisoner by the Directorate's occupation force. They have her locked away in her own castle, a gilded cage for the imprisoned royalty. We can't reach her again without liberating the system. We'd get her killed if we tried. So there you have it, a path forward. Regrettably, it won't be an easy one, and the Taurians will hound you every step of the way. But then, you do have a way of defying my expectations. You always have. Best of luck to you, Lady Arano. I wish you success in the battle ahead. Oh, there you have it, Commander. We'll go where we have to go next. Eitrum, right in the heart of the Directorate. To say that the defenses will be formidable is an understatement. And Ostergard will go hounding us every step of the way. Are you sure that you people are ready for this? We're headed for a rough stretch of the road. I don't think anyone has any illusions about that, but I think we can and we will handle it. You're damn right we will, Chris, and to hell with everyone who stands in our way. Let's go get to it, everyone. Back to your stations. We got a job to do.
That mech you wanted is back online.
Versatile and powerful, the Battlemaster 1G is one of the best known BattleMechs in existence. Normally mounting a very array of energy weapons, the Battlemaster can engage enemies at any range and packs a powerful punch.
That mech is ready
You know,
to fight.
D's run hot. You know, we already had D's. Alright, let's take a look at that new Battlemaster before we leave. Here. So. Since I'd like to use it in, you know, a melee type brawling role, I'm probably not going to be using that PPC. Probably replace that with a large laser plus, I guess. It's slightly more heat effective. Can also be used at extreme melee range. It doesn't have quite the long range, but it's slightly better than the PPC for someone who doesn't want to go full sniper, I think. Also, the stability damage doesn't really matter that much in this mech anyway. So we're probably gonna dismantle, take that away, install that. It already comes stock with SRM 6s, which is good, to be honest. It also has a ballistic slot in this left arm. Interesting. Not quite sure what I want to fit in there. Would prefer to fit more missiles in there because, you know, then the thing wouldn't run quite so hot at it as it probably would right now. With AC, it's kind of weird. Like, if you want to go all out AC, then you probably should look at installing an AC-20 unless you can't really afford the weight, because the AC-10 has like, it weighs like 2 tons less, does barely more than half the damage and half stability damage for a little bit more than half the heat. So I'm not really that happy with the AC-10, to be honest. I mean, has a slightly better effective range, but that's about it. But for a brawler, that is really no issue at all. But in order to make room for the AC-20, we would need to remove quite a bit of stuff. Like, insane amount. Probably ignore that laser altogether. And then add that. I don't know. Does have a lot of armor. I kind of like that about this default chassis, that it already comes with quite a bit of armor, which we might actually need in the days ahead. So I do like that. The rest, I'm not so sure. I don't think it needs 200 shots of SRM ammo with just one SRM-6 launcher. To be completely honest here. So I think we're probably gonna replace that with the SRM-6 here. With one crate of ammo. This is still gonna be enough for at least 15 salvos, which is plenty in my opinion. Not gonna use it all the time. Wow. I don't know. I'll make up my mind about this mech. It's probably gonna be in a similar configuration as it is right now. Not sure if I need the machine guns, but since it's a brawler, it's a decent enough support weapon to, you know, when you want to go up close and personal. So I think I'm just gonna keep it. I'll try and figure out how much I would have to remove in order to fit that AC-20 in there, but it's probably not gonna fit, to be honest. just a lot of its weight seems to be focused on armor and structure. So there's that. Anyway, in the next episode we'll probably continue with the main campaign. Apparently there's a possible trader who we might get convinced to work for us if we liberate her planet, which will probably her or his. I'm not sure. Was it a her or his? I think it was lady someone. So her, I guess. But we'll see more of that next time. Have a good one.